What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Unmastered podcast. This is episode 12, Unknown Market Wizards, with co-host Nick Masters and our special guest today, Oscar Solis.
Yes, sir.
What's up, bro? How you doing
What's
today?
up, everybody?
What's good?
Nothing much, just chilling. What about y'all?
Same. Just getting by this week.
Yeah. Been a pretty wild week for me, too. Definitely wild.
It's almost over.
Shit. So to like get right down into it, because we're all like sneaker heads, streetwear heads, all that shit. We have been for like some time. How is it that you got into shoes, Oscar?
All right. Before I start this, I just want to make a commercial real quick. This is brought to you by Grow Strong. Everybody's rocking it right now.
Yes, sir.
Don't be a hoe. Go cop it. Next drop, all right? All right, but anyways, how did I get into the game? All right, y'all remember the white cement 4s?
Yes.
2012?
Yes.
Okay, so those, y'all know the Concord 11s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, 2011. All right, and then the black cement 3s, Jumpman on the back, 2011. Okay,
mhm.
so Black Friday, black cement 3s came out around that time. I didn't know what those were. I was just like, oh, those are clean. I think I've seen Jordan wear them in pictures, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was hyping stuff up, and the Concords came out, and that's when malls started getting broken into,
Yeah.
breaking down. People
Yeah.
were getting robbed. Concords were going for
Damn.
like $650,
Mm-hmm.
like crazy stuff.
That's
So I was like, I want a pair of J's like those, but I'm like, can't afford them, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, forgot about it. I was like, I ain't gonna worry about that.
yeah.
White Cement 4s come out February, I think 14th, if not the 24th, 2012. See a dude at the mall rocking them joints, and I'm like, damn, like, I need that shoe. I've seen Jordan in his dunk pictures rocking that shoe. I was like, I need that shoe.
Yeah.
So what I did, I literally went on Googled every White Cement 4 for sale, blah, blah, blah. This is before StockX, before Go, eBay.
How would you find shoes back in the day? Like, if you really wanted a shoe, how would
Bro,
you?
literally Craigslist, bro. As
Yeah.
funny as it is,
Yep.
Craigslist, bro. That was it. It was like, you on Craigslist, $350 for a pair. I was like, this is ridiculous. I thought Jordans were like $150, $160 at the time.
Yeah.
Plus tax, whatever, $175. I was like, nah, there's no way Jordan sell for this much. Then my cousin, who was into Tumblr at the time, he was like, yo, bro, like if you ain't got retros, like you ain't shit. Like that's the hot shit or not. Supreme, Obey, and retros, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
At the time. Yeah, Obey. But anyways, I was like, how can I get these? He's like, you either gotta go to Parks Mall over there in GP,
Mm-hmm.
or you gotta camp out for them. You gotta go to your local Foot Locker, whatever, blah blah blah. So I think a couple months later, it was like actually like a couple weeks later, the Cab 4 came out. Y'all
Yeah.
remember that one?
Yeah.
So I went early in the morning, 7 a.m., see a whole ass line, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know, like I thought you walk in here and you buy these shoes, you know? The guy's like, nah, we've been camping out all night, blah blah blah. I was just like, okay, cool. So I forgot about those. Took the L, whatever, moved on. Still wasn't into like reselling, nothing.
Yeah.
Military Blue 4s come out June 9th.
Funny
y'all-
story. I bought those. I got those.
Y'all gonna laugh at me. I knew what Air Yeezy 2s were. Military Blue 4s came out the day that Yeezy 2s came out. My homie actually got a pair of the Solis for retail. My dumbass went for the 4s.
The 4s.
They sold out. I didn't get them on Nike.com. Cool, typical sneakers though, like everybody goes through nowadays.
Yeah.
Happened to go to Collin Creek Mall here in Plano.
Mm-hmm.
They had a pair. I'm a size 9. You know what I did? I bought a fucking size 10 and I wore the size 10. It's kind of embarrassing, but that's what you had to do back in the day. We forget about that, blah, blah, blah. We fast forward into 2013, and this is where it gets deep. People start talking about DFW 1, DFW 2, DFW 3, DFW Flight Club, DFW. I think Streetwear came out like 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
But I joined the groups, blah, blah, blah. They started posting, Kicks Exchange started making events. I went to that event, and that's when they dropped, the Red Octobers had dropped the week before.
Wow.
2 dudes walk in there with 2 Red Octobers, and they're like the Kings, blah, blah, blah. So I'm
Mhm.
like, damn, like the culture is real. Like, you know, walked in there with some bricks, some LeBron 9 taxis, and some Shadow 1s. At the time, no one cared about Jordan 1s, dude. Like, Shadow sat on shelves 2013, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, I got cashed out in line. And I was just like, there's no way. Like, I wanted like $30 on top. Like, this is before like resale was like hardcore resale. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you really wanted to tax somebody, you could tax them $100 over, and that was it. Like, no shoe went over like 500, 700, 1,000.
Yeah.
Besides Yeezy 2s, Yeezy 1s, or like some crazy collab, you know. But anyways, I went to the event, sold all my shoes. Literally bought Royal Ones for 300. As crazy as it sounds, that shoe ended up going for like 650 at the time. A year later or two, started going to events, started getting into reselling, started taking the DFW pages really serious. We got the crazy collabs at that time, dude. Like, if you could have bought like Freddy Krueger SBs for like 4K, 5K. Air Mags were like 4K. The Yeezy 2s were like 3K DS. Warm pairs were like 2 bands. Crazy stuff like that. At that time, people didn't really drop money like that on shoes, bro. You know?
Now look now.
Looking now, like 2020, 2021, like it's ridiculous. You know, inflation got there. But we got into that. Met you through reselling. Met James. I met all DFW markets, you know? Got cool with them. I got out 2020 because I wanted to pursue trading serious. So I literally cashed out my whole collection at the top. You know? I had Red Octobers. I had Plats. I had Solars. I've had almost every Jordan 1 that's came out. Every Jordan 4. The only Jordans that I did not touch are Jordan 2s and 13s. I have a couple of 13s now, but like that's just like your taste changes over time, you know? But that's about it. If you want to ask me what my favorite Jordan, it's probably going to be White Cement 3, Concord 11, or White Cement 4. I guess a white shoe, you know?
Good choices.
But they've came out multiple times throughout the time. I do have the new pair of the 3s, but I would prefer the 88 version that came out 2013.
Yeah.
You know? That eggshell is cool and all, but like, I feel like if you had the eggshell restorable shoes that got so out back in the day, like 10 years ago, that was cool. But Nike was just way too late on that 10 years later, you know? If they would have sold that idea back then and pumped them as GRs, bro, it would have been crazy, bro.
That's a wild story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I've seen all the trends. We can get into Supreme, too, if y'all want to talk about that. All right, so it's like, I got into Supreme like 2009, bro.
Holy shit.
When people were like rocking, like, this was before Diamond. Like, Diamond was already Diamond. Like, if people rock Diamond, it was like, because you're a skater, you know? This was when like Obey blew up.
Popular Demand.
Yeah, stuff like that, you know?
That shit was crazy.
And Supreme was cool, you know? But celebrities started wearing that shit in like 2011. 2012, you would see a lot of posts, you know? Then the box logo started popping up like in 2014. Bro, I remember the crazy collabs, bro. It was like Foamposites, bro. Like, people were dropping like $650, bro. Like, that was a lot of money at the time, you know? People were dropping like, I remember Supreme 5s came out. The first day I hit them hoes on the school Wi-Fi. You know, high school Wi-Fi is fucking shitty, dude. They went up for the first 3 hours. They were $850, then $950, then $1,000, and they cooled off to like $600. Then they went down to $400. Then they bounced. You know, the typical trading shit. And
the black or the white pair?
Black and white were like $350, $400.
Okay.
The hype one was the camo. But then they did the Twitter drop where they're like, we're gonna release more camos, and they fucked the pricing up on that, and then the other two went up.
Yeah.
But anyways, that shit fueled it like fire. Then Complex did that documentary. After that documentary, everything was selling out, bro. I'm talking about brick ass tees that are like $40, ugly as hell, reselling for like $120. Dudes, I'm pretty sure dudes out there in New York were making a living off of that shit.
Oh yeah,
facts.
It was ridiculous, bro.
That's true. Like, from 2017 to like 2019, you couldn't get a Supreme. If you really wanted a Supreme item, it was extremely hard to get.
Impossible.
Box logos, bro.
Yeah.
2017 drop. I still have them all. I basically dropped about $850 to a band on all of them. I don't care if they're worth $300, $200 or whatever, you know? Because, like, to me, it's like I've seen everything since, like, 2009, you know? But, like, it's crazy now because I be telling James, my roommate from college, I'd be like, damn, dude, like, we can buy box logos right now for, like, $200. I bought a Mustard XL off TSA, off Daniel Chang, my homie. It's our homie, you know him. $100 shipped, XL, mint condition, bro. Like, that's crazy. Like, to be buying box logos like that for this price nowadays, like, it's crazy, bro.
That is crazy.
And if that trend ever comes back, like it's gonna be a real flex, you know?
Facts.
Wow. So you've been doing this?
Yeah, I've been doing this since I was like 11, dude. Yeah. But I never got made fun of or like
Yeah.
none of that because I had the OGs. Like I have cousins that were in the game since Jordan Brand became Jordan Brand, which was '98. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this dude had like all the 11s. Like he's like can't even wear them. You know what Ben 23s were? The Ben 23 collection. Dude had all of them. It's crazy because like it's my cousin who I'm talking about who I sell roofs for. Like you know, like we're gonna go out there and hustle, but like. He busted out all the crazy. Yeah, band ones, like the real band ones with the X.
With the X
the
on the
X, he
back,
bought them
yeah.
in San Marcos, bro, for retail with like 115 back then.
God damn.
Like crazy stuff. Now they're like what, like 4X?
A lot.
Yeah. Dude paid like. I have another homie that paid like 450, dude, for frags for the ones when they first came out.
What?
God
Like
damn.
we're all in the same culture. Like
Oh
everyone's
my
like we consider
God.
ourselves to be like OGs, like retired resellers. We don't take it as serious, but we do buy what we want when it comes out, you know?
Yeah.
But I think right now the market's down really bad.
Yeah.
Like really bad.
Yeah.
Good segue. That's the next part. Like, this is something I think even you and I were having these conversations back in like 2020 that this shit was gonna eventually come to a fucking halt. Cause we saw the hype of everything, like literally every single one for like 3 years, bro, selling out. Like, and it would go for minimum like 20 over retail, 30 over retail, you know, unless it was like a really dookie ass colorway or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just crazy to see now. Like you said, you can buy new box logos for like $200.
Yeah, retail. Or I view that as retail. You know, like so like the way we would look at it is like if we're gonna buy a box logo for retail, we're gonna drop 2 bills. You round that up, but you got $30 left over. You can't buy shit with $30. You know.
Yeah.
Resale wise, but it's wild how it is. But I remember I was telling everybody like I ain't gonna be that I told you go so guy, but I was telling everybody like all our close friends, cash out, because this is ridiculous. You know, like you already 2x your bread. Bread toes are going for like $650, bro. That's extreme. You know, like I've seen Jordan 1 sell for retail. I've seen Jordan 1 sell on shelves. I've seen Jordan 1 sell for $350, $450. Once it gets over $500 for a GR, you gotta dump that shit. That's the golden rule. Once a GR gets over $400 to $500, you gotta dump it. Like UNC4s right now, that's ridiculous right now. Like we're in a recession. Them hoes are like $450 a pop. DS Warren, they're like $260, $280. But like, nah, bro. Like to me, it's just Jordan 4. It's baby blue. Don't get me wrong. It's cool as fuck. I still need that shoe.
That's fire.
But like I ain't dropping that bread on that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm an OG, you know. But
yeah.
I also think what we're going through right now by Jordan Brad is extreme greed. Retro should not be 210 retail, bro. They tried this in 2015, slapping us with True Blue 3s with a Nike Air on the back for $220. It did not work out. Them shits went on sale.
Trash.
Stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? Trash quality, cardboard leather. Like, I still bought them hoes, don't get me wrong.
Too, yeah.
For nostalgia, but I was disappointed when I held them, you know? When they came in from sneakers, I was like, hell no. Maroon 5s, people were dropping 2 bands for them shits in 2014, bro. Because they had never came out since 91. When they came out in 2015, dude, people would drop $240, bro, on them shits. And they were like, this is fucking cardboard. Like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I don't even think they go for shit now.
They don't.
You know? Like,
no.
Crazy shit, bro. Like, you could tell me, like, every shoe, like, I have a story. Like, Galaxy Foamposites, bro. People used to die over that shit. LeBron A South Peaches. People used to fight over that shit. That shit used to be like $1,000 shoe, bro.
That
LeBron,
was the shoe.
Yeah, that was the issue. Like, during LeBron, Miami hype, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Miami Nights, bro. The lows, them hoes were like 2 bands. They're like 160 on go right now, bro. It's fucking crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
Like, like it's wild, dude. The only shoes that that held is the ones that you guys are wearing right now, the off-whites, you know?
RP to Virgil.
RP, bro.
But they're still dropping, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're slowly declining, but I think that holds value.
Yeah.
The shoes that I'm surprised there are not 20 bands. I guess some of them are different. I haven't really researched that side of the market. Is the Louis Vuitton the Air Forces?
Oh shit!
I see people selling some pairs for like 8. Some pairs for 4. Some pairs. I think
I've seen 4. Yeah.
There's some pairs like the crazy pairs. It's like the lot 1s and the lot 50s, like different styles. Those are the ones that go for big money, you know?
Yeah, like the silver pair of the Air Forces and shit. The gold one.
Shit like that.
Yeah. Those are actually, that's one shoe that like once I have like fuck you money, I just want to like, I'll buy that shoe. Like probably like the green Air Force or like the blue Air Force.
Like all blue with the white hints?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them hoes are crazy.
Yeah. Have you held them in person?
I haven't, bro.
There was a dude at SneakerCon that had like a whole like 10 of them bitches on there. I'm like, damn, this dude probably got like
God damn.
50 racks on here, you know?
For real. Goddamn.
Even honestly, I'm gonna say, but like Rip SneakerCon, bro, like that shit. I love that shit. I went to it since 2014 every year, but
You went recently, right?
yeah, I went recently. Day one, I was pissed, bro. I only went in there for 2 fucking hours. AC was off. Fucking, I was like, fuck. I took my girl for the first time, you know.
It was at Dallas Market Hall.
Yeah, I was like, this is a shitty ass experience to be showing her, cause like she got heat now, you know. That'd be blessing her up.
Yeah.
But like, I was just like, fuck, like I can't believe I'm showing her this, cause I be talking about like SneakerCon, like people fly out over this shit, you know, like people drop bands, and she was like, fortunately, she was like, yeah, it's cool, I fuck with it, I like it, cause she's barely getting into it, you know. But she was like, if only they had the AC working, you know. Like there was dudes in there that were like, we've been here since like 5 a.m, and we started pouring balls, like we're fucking got swamp nuts right now, like since like 8 a.m. I'm like, dude, I don't know how you're doing this shit. Like, fuck this.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
But that's a wild story though that you told though. For real.
Yeah.
Like you've seen it all, literally.
Well, I haven't seen like, I've seen everything up to eBay, you could say, because eBay used to dictate market.
Yeah.
Pre-eBay, I didn't see the magic, bro. Walking into the mall, Jordan just got done playing. You know, like LeBron, Wade, Carmelo barely coming in. Iverson's in the league. You know, like all that crazy shit. Like them shits used to resell, bro. People do not disrespect them shoes, you know. But that used to be the shit, bro. Y'all gonna laugh, but 50 Cent had his shoe, bro.
Oh yeah,
the 50 Cent shoes, bro. That was the shit back in the day, bro.
The
like
G-Unit.
I've seen them hoes in person, and I'm like, I'll be like, okay, I kind of see why it was hot back then, you know, like, crazy shit like that, dude. Like, I heard like crazy stories, dude. I had like my cousin, he passed up on Eminem 2s, bro, for like $400 back in the day, and now we're just like, you know how limited that shoe is. Like, it's Jesus ridiculous, Christ. Bro. I actually have a close friend. He's like in his 40s now. He passed up on Eminem 4s, bro, back in the day for like $3,500. Worn twice. That shoe ended up going to like $50K at one point. $200K, right? With that fake ass.
It's up there.
Yeah. What I mean, fake ass release is like, to me, like the OG Eminem 4 is like the OG pair, the encore pair. I don't like the fact that like they did like the remaster of the undefeated 4s and Eminem 4. I was like, nah, them hoes like, don't get me wrong, it's still the new version of the shoe, but it's not the shoe, you know, like
that shoe.
As a collector, like I'm like, that's just like them just trying to finesse money, bro. Whether they've donated it to charity or not, like I don't believe in that shit. That's just a cash grab, you know. That's like pulling off a bullshit IPO on a bullshit ass company on the markets, you know, like same shit, like
for real.
But nah, it's crazy, bro. If I want to keep talking shoes, the funniest shit that I can tell you that's happened in the past 10 years is when everybody and their moms was saying Nike finna die, Nike ain't shit, Adidas is the shit, Adidas is king. That shit only lasted 2 years.
Yeah.
I didn't sell none of my fucking shit, bro, at the time. Bro, at that time in 2015, I bought Shatter Backboard 1.0s off James for $310 DS, bro. Because people would rather drop $800 on fucking Turtle Doves or fucking Pirate Blacks. As funny as it seems, like, don't get me wrong, I know the hype that I had those shoes, you know, they were fucking clean, but I was just like, there's no way this shoe is not cleaner than this other shoe. Right. The other one's just a fucking Roshi run, bro. At the end of the day, you know, y'all gonna fucking laugh at it, but like,
no, it's the truth.
If you're an OG, that's a fucking Roshi run, bro.
Because I bought Shadow Backboards dead stock at the time for $260 from a dude on Facebook Sneaker Market.
That's what I'm saying.
1.0s too.
That's crazy, bro.
And look how much they're going for now. Like it's crazy.
It's crazy, dude.
It's crazy.
I'll never sell that shoe though. Like that's the shit I'm like, yeah, James.
That's a good quality.
I got your bitch ass, you know, like
like.
Because he's pretty known as over here in Dallas as a reseller, you know?
He's like, damn, my profit.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
But yeah, the Adidas shit, I had all the V2s, bro, when they were cool. Like that first year in 2017, had everything. Fortunately, I was able to drop everything at the highs.
Did you ever have the 750s?
Yes, bro. I had the black pair, and I had the gum bottoms.
Were they comfortable?
They were. The only thing is they rub your heel in the back since they're so tall.
Yeah.
And I was lucky that the zipper never broke. Because if the zipper broke, bro, people were lowball you like another like $400, bro. But I paid tax. I paid $1,200 for the blacks, There's a video on there, bro. I was in high school at the time. There's a video. I'll try to get it and show it to you. You're gonna laugh. I just pulled out the wad of cash. Dude's like, "What the fuck? How old are you?" I'm like, 16, dude. Like, fucking reseller, 16. Gonna cash you out. He was like, "All right, cool." And then the gums I paid $16.75 because at that time, like, 750 hype was like, people thought it was gonna be the new Yeezy 2, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I almost dropped 4 bands on the first pair, bro, on some crazy shit, but I didn't.
Glad you did it.
Cause I don't even know
For
what they
real.
go for now.
I don't know either.
But I know I've seen black pairs of the 750s for like 700, 800, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I paid Calvin. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I paid Calvin $1,200 for used turtle doves at the time.
Calvin Mack?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, bro. And I rocked them hoes. Sold them for, I think I took a loss. Sold them for like $10.95 or like $1,100 around there. Cause I was like
Mhm.
cash out, you know, fees and
Yeah.
shit. You could say I sold them for like on GOAT for the same price, but like you gotta
Yeah.
pay your dues, you know. But just crazy shit. Just ask me about more shoes and I'll tell you stories, bro. Or you too, bro. Like I can go all day.
Dang, bro.
Hell yeah. God damn.
All right, I'll tell you a funny story. Bretto ones. Them shits for the first day did not resell, and if they resold, they went for $200. Then prices started going up, and people started realizing it, and they started paying $240, blah blah blah.
Mm.
Then dudes in the hood started going crazy over them, bro. Cause all my meetups when I was reselling at first, I had to sell them in Oak Cliff. I'm not disrespecting and saying it's the hood, but like, you know, like
Yeah.
it's known like they care more about Jordans than other parts of the DFW Metroplex, you know. But like dudes was cashing out hard, and then one dude's just like, "Yo, like, you ain't gonna believe this, but this is a bread, a Chicago, and a black toe in one. So what happens with it? What happens is, like with this shoe? How does the hood take it? Like he told me this shit like this. Like, it's a hood classic, baby. Like he told me like it's a hood classic, baby. Like that.
What?
So then that's when me and James we started getting the ideas, and we're like, bro, if they restock those bitches, we gotta hit them hoes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I only hit 4 pairs because at the time I had a job going because I was already subbing at that age.
Mm.
And James went and scooped up like 20 pairs. I think I only
yeah.
caught pairs for like from Nike when they did the restock. Y'all remember Villa?
Yes.
I had a
Yes.
homie that was fortunately down the street off Villa on First Street in Garland, and he just went in there, took his dad, his sister, and his brother, and he just caught me like 3 pairs.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I cashed out on my pairs at 400, posted them on TSA for 440,
Mm.
and some dude was cool enough to be like, "Hey, just drop them down 40 a piece, save me 120, and I'll take them."
Yeah.
The shoe that I regret selling for the low, y'all gonna laugh at me, but I sold Shatter Backboard 2.0s for 270, cause I had 3 pairs.
Mm.
But I sold 2 pairs at 270, and then the other pair, I think I traded it at a sneaker con. But I didn't really benefit off that release like crazy. The craziest release was Beluga 2.0s.
Oh shit.
I believe it.
That was when I had all the reserve apps. This was back when like if you spent a lot of money there, basically got benefits. Like
You got a
they-
chance.
you got a higher chance.
Yeah.
That shit was rigged as
Yeah.
fuck. I hit 6 pairs on Town East, sold them all for $450 each, kept 1 pair. Then as time went by, them hoes went up to like 700, 750. Some dude traded me fucking 2 bread toasts for them. Kept them, sold the bread toasts for fucking $800, you know, 400 a pop again, and then, dude, that's like crazy flips, you know. Unfortunately, I didn't make money off shoe markets in 2021, because I was really focused on like shorting infinite money printers, but like that's a different topic. But like
We'll slide in there. We'll slide in there.
we'll
in a
slide
little
in
bit.
there. But I don't think
Bro,
I don't
you
think
talking about Oak Cliff? Fucking Redbird Mall used to be the cook.
Look,
Fucking
don't even get me started there, bro.
that hoe's ghetto. Like it's now they're doing like renovations, but like
it
they
looks
have
better now.
yeah
Mm-hmm.
that Hibbett Sports, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever they I remember y'all remember when they restocked zebras like the first time, and it was like they were everywhere. They had like 10, 12 pairs, but I didn't get any of them because like they were sitting for retail at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a few weeks later they went up like $200-$300 and shit. But
Y'all remember that store? Was it Sheik's?
Yeah,
At
Sheiks.
Parks Mall. So the first time the zebras restocked, I've never hit on a shoe ever. Like that was my first time. I was super excited, but I forgot about it. I don't even think that store exists.
Hold on. Did you hit on like the little coupon shit? raffles?
Ye-
Or was it like an app raffle?
It was like online
Oh,
or
Okay,
okay.
something.
okay.
Like you
Like the
fill
email
out a
ones?
yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I've never
Mhm.
been called from a little fucking little.
Oh, and I also hit on a 2016 white cement forge with the Nike Air
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
back
Oh
yeah.
from
shit.
Foot Action. I was at work one day and they called me. I'm like, oh my God. So I told my manager, look, I'll be right back. Give me like 30 minutes. So at Redbird.
Yeah.
So I pulled up, got the shoes. Came. That was a good day. So I hit 2 times on raffles.
Redbird was lit.
It was.
All I'm gonna say is that shit was rigged as fuck. All you had to do is slide them 30, $50 pop, and you could get as much as you want per shoe. Per shoe though, you know,
Yeah,
like so if they
yeah.
get you 10 shoes, that's like $5 from the pocket.
Yeah.
And they get the commission on top. It was 2% at the time, cause I had homies that worked at Foot Locker family too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like, shit was crazy, bro. One thing I can say though is one thing I don't like about shoes right now. It's been going on since 2018. And I actually got into an argument with the guy at SneakerCon, but I fucking hate it, bro, when they pull up StockX, and you're trying to
Yeah.
give them a deal, bro.
Yeah.
Like shoes. Like I have the Japan Silvers ones. Them shits
Mm.
break so hard, but I got them for $60.
Mm.
I gave a homie, like, he gave me a steal. I bought them all because he had money at the time. He was really desperate for cash. So I had those and Pollen ones. Them shoes do not go for shit, bro. Them hoes, after you cash out, they're like 100,
Yeah.
115 cash out, you know?
Mhm.
On the apps, they're like 160. This dude owns a consignment shop. He comes to me. I don't go to him. He tells me, hey, sell me these shoes. I'm like, cool, I don't want these shoes. Like, 140 a pop, 125 together. I mean, 125 each, 250, you know? Like,
Mhm.
you should know your prices, blah, blah, blah. Dude keeps telling me, bro, $80. And I'm like, nah, it's cool. Like, I ain't gonna take that, you know?
Mhm.
$100. Nah, it's cool. Like, there's no point, you know? Like, I'd rather beat them shits before I give them away like that.
Right.
And he pulls up his phone. He keeps looking at the prices, and I'm like, I'm not gonna. I told him straight, I was like, I'm not gonna go back and forth here. If you want to cop them, just give me like 120 each, bro. Dude tells me 115. I'm like, dude, like, I'm not gonna fight over fucking $5 a shoe.
Right.
And I just like, you know, I was like, I told him straight up, I was like, I'd rather keep them than sell them for this. I was like, this is my lowest. Like, I'll hook you up. I don't give a fuck. Like, you can take them. Like, you know, like,
Mhm.
they have no meaning. It's materialism at the end of the day. Keeps going back and forth with me, back and forth. And I'm like, dude, I'm not about to go back and forth. My girl at the time, my girl, like, right there at that time, don't think I have multiple
No,
girls.
I got you.
All right. She's just like, dude, you need to calm down. You're getting aggressive. I'm like, I'm not getting aggressive. I'm getting triggered because this guy's going back and forth over $10. And this dude's like, come on, bro. Yeah, it's $10. And I'm just like, you know what? I was like, fuck you, nigga. Like, my bad. I didn't mean to drop that, but I was like, fuck you. I did say those words. I was like, fuck you. You can't even buy Whataburger right here now with $10. I was like, tell me what you're going to buy right now with $10. If you really want these shoes that you're going to
Right.
save $10 on. And he's like, nah. He just like gets quiet. I guess I got in his face too hard. I was just like, I was like, you and your homie got a consignment store. Y'all could easily just tax somebody in Oklahoma for like $200 right now, or like retail at least, you know, someone will buy them. But I'm not gonna say the consignment store's name or anything. But I'm just like, cool. I moved on. I still have them. Probably gonna beat them, or I'll just hold them. Who the hell cares, you know?
You're right.
I own over like 100 pairs of shoes. It doesn't fucking matter at this point, you know?
That reverts back to the simple thing of like everybody wants to be a reseller nowadays. Or for like I don't know about nowadays, but like the last few years when it was hot, everybody was a fucking reseller.
Literally.
Okay, but here's the thing that I'm gonna get to. Everybody wants to be a reseller, but like, I think anybody that was a reseller from 2017 and before at Foot Apps, I think they were resellers because they wanted to buy other shoes. At that time, I felt like people would just buy steals and deals, or they would buy like hot shoes to get trade bait. Because back then, if you did a lot of trade bait, you would come up a lot. Nowadays, you can't really do that. Back in the day, bro, people used to charge for size swaps, bro. You're not going to believe this shit.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe this shit.
I've seen it happen.
You can make $20, $25, you know, for size swaps. Like, I've seen dudes go in the mall. This is before raffles, too. Like, you can, if you're the first dude in line, you can swipe your card and buy everything, bro. You could have been that dude in 2012 and before, you know? Dudes would do that shit, leave the bullshit out sizes. This is some evil shit. Dude would do that shit, leave the bullshit sizes. Bullshit sizes, like, what I mean is, like,
10.5 up.
No. Back in the day, if you had 7, 7.5, 8, 13, 11.5 was rare. 11?
Or 12 wasn't rare.
and 12 was kind of rare because they had production issues.
Mm.
But if you had those bullshit ass sizes, you could just fucking leave them, buy all the 8s, all the 9s, the 10s, no 10.5, because 10.5 was like the middle, you know?
Yeah.
Just charge people for size swaps and force them to buy the other pairs.
That's crazy.
That's why they started doing raffles, and then besides the violence that happened and shit like that, you know?
Mhm.
But like, I honestly think maybe it's because I got into the game and I'm being biased at that time. Serious, I think it was cooler to be a reseller like 2012 to 2015 compared to 2018 to 2021.
Yeah.
I think what happened in 2020, everybody stayed home, so that's when I don't know if you saw it, but like it's a little off topic, but like a lot of people started making courses, not just trading on how to do this, how to do that, make money online and shit. That's what really fucked up the game on resale. And then TikTok on top of that, like, dude,
Oh
like
my
that's what everybody
God.
tried doing, you know?
Remember the first TikTok shoot that I remember that went crazy was the obsidian ones.
Yes.
Them
Wow.
shits went stupid.
Yeah. 260 at release, and then they went up to like 450.
4-ish, Yeah.
Like 2 days,
Mhm.
like the same day and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's because a lot of girls were rocking them hoes, and they're doing the same
Yeah.
panda effect.
Yep.
Oh
You know?
my God.
That's what happened.
That's crazy. Like I don't like. I'll be the first to say I'm not a dunk guy, but like these dunks are like my favorite dunks of all time. The fucking any off-white dunk, I love the look. Bro.
You know what's fucking crazy? Your favorite one's the lot 1, and my favorite is the lot 50.
Hell yeah.
I like both of those.
Yeah. But I mean, it's cool. Like, I mean, at first, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of shitted on the gray pairs, which is 48 to 2,
Mm.
because I was like, it's the same shit at
It's
the end
the
of the day.
same. Yeah.
But then I was just like, once you go to a consignment store or you go to a shoe event, they have them all lined up.
And it's like, oh shit.
It's like you see the creativity, you know. You're like, you see the real
Yeah.
shit. Like you're like, okay, I see why the people like, for example, lot 29 over like lot 7. You know,
Yeah.
shit like that.
different
Mhm.
materials, different
Yeah.
colors. Yeah.
Cause some shit does not look good on those lots. I'm gonna tell you
Nah.
straight
Yeah.
up.
Some of those
Nah,
are weird. Yeah.
trash.
Like the tongues, like the color tongues, that fucked it up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But some of them look clean as hell.
Facts. Hell yeah. Damn. So shit, how did you get into trading? So you said you're cashing out. I remember this not the trading part, but like you cashing out at the time, like you were trying to just like liquidate a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
And you would make the same post every week just trying to sell the shit. But then for some reason at the time, although the market was booming, it was hard to sell shit. It was like 2020, 2021. I don't know if you remember.
well, it was hard to sell shit until those unemployment and stimmies hit. The unemployment
Damn.
checks.
Mm.
Cause people were scared at the beginning, bro.
Yeah.
You know. But then at that time, everything was like. It was a real. I'm gonna say this. It was a real recession, even if it was 5 weeks. Like
Yeah.
like everything was shorted, bro. Like you could have I could have went to Walmart. This was my biggest regret during the recession, during the 5-week recession period. I went and bought a Nintendo Switch, being fucking stupid, because I got a side credit card for myself. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put like 4 bills on it, try to get like 10% on it. That way I can get like higher limits, you know, because I wanted like 10, 15K limits at the time, and I thought it was gonna be that easy, but it's not. So I went and dropped like 4 bills on the Switch and shit ton of games. Dude, Walmart had full stock of the Switches. This was like probably the first day when they announced COVID, like when people were not taking it serious, bro.
Oh shit.
Still
Yeah.
outside.
3 weeks later, everybody wanted a fucking
Switch.
game system, bro. Switches were fucking reselling on some stupid shit. I don't know what the fuck they went for, but like I'm pretty sure you could have made like 100, 150 each.
Think like
Controllers were
3.
reselling, dude.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was a meme, dude. Like if you think Dogecoin and all that stupid shit was like funny as hell, like this is honestly funnier because like this is regular shit, dude. You know. But what got me into trading, since we don't want to get off topic, the real, I'll say it straight up, like real bare bones, and then like intra trading, like into trading, and then intra trading, and then where I'm at. So like some bare bones shit. Everybody and their moms, not really. Like okay, so like this was 2012, bro. 2013, BTC was $200, $300 a coin, dude. People were shitting themselves over like $30 fucking dollars, like $40 moves, you know? They're like, oh shit, bro, I just made 10% on this shit. Back then, if you made 10%,
that was some crazy
that was
shit.
some crazy shit, you know? So like, I'm at Townies, bro. Y'all remember those reversed tuxedo Jordan 11s, the
Yes.
lows,
Oh shit.
black
yeah.
tongue, red Jumpman, and
Clear
then
bottom, clear
Yeah, yeah.
sole. Yeah.
had a dude come up to me, hood ass homeboy. He was like, hey, dog, you shouldn't be buying these shoes. He's like, if you're gonna resell them, just like resell them and buy you some BTC. And I was just like, what the fuck is that? And he's just like, oh, it's a crypto, it's the future, blah blah blah. I was like, hell no. I was like, dude, I was like 15. I was like, hell no, I don't believe in that shit. Scams, brother. Forgot about that shit. 2016 comes along, BTC bull run starts picking up. It's like 6K, 7K a coin. We don't take this shit serious. Me and my homies are like, hey, he's kind of going up. It's kind of going up. We don't know shit about investing or trading, by the way. Coinbase did exist back in the day. I could show you the logs.
Yeah.
Didn't take it serious. 2017 comes in, I think November. It's October, November. It's already up like 12K, 13K before it starts fucking like fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Like fucking all the shorts. I like to say that because like shorts get fucked really
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And,
That's at the time. That's whenever I first made my first like trade. I think I bought like BTC for like 7,000 and sold it for like $5 profit or some shit.
That's pretty iconic, bro. Knowing where we're at now, you know.
Yeah.
But like,
And then I was like, one time I went back. I was like, let me look at the log. I was like, damn, how much would this BTC be worth? I mean, it wasn't shit, you know. But I was like, damn, you know.
But anyways,
That's just crazy.
my homies bought $50 of fucking BTCs, thinking they're gonna get rich and shit, not knowing that like it all depends on like it's like dollar cost averaging and shit, you know.
Yeah.
$50 of BTC at 12K is not gonna make shit.
Yeah.
Even if it doubles, it's $100, you know.
Mhm.
But I was like, damn, this shit's too expensive. So I was just like, I'm just gonna buy Ethereum. Ethereum was like $700 at the time. I was like, if I buy this and it doubles, I kind of had common sense for reselling, you know. I was like, if it doubles, fuck it, that's a rack, you know. So I think I bought that. Then I bought 250. I had like 750. It went up. I think like I don't remember the highs, bro. It was either 1,200 or 400, and I cashed out literally like 2 weeks before the top, around December. I think that's when before it started getting shorted. And I only made like 150, 160 on it. I just used that money in Mexico, bro. I just bought like fucking beer and like food for like the homies and shit, you know? Because like they don't got shit over there. So I was like, I'll bless them up. And that was like my bare bones shit. Then we fast forward like 1 year later. And I'm in Mexico too. And this is when Trump shuts down the government. And I'm like,
Was this like 2018?
2018, dude. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then like I just get on like Apple. And like I happen to swap on the switch my screen on the widgets. And I just see like the market red as fuck. And I'm like, holy shit, like, why is everything bleeding? Why is everything red? Usually everything is on an uptrend. Like Trump was passing bills left and right, bro. Like
Yeah.
shit was going up like 1-2% a day. Like I've looked at the charts nowadays, but like I didn't know shit at the time, you know? I was just like, this is kind of weird to see stock market red. Nearly comes down to the point where they're like, oh, we're not paying our government people. They start freaking out and all this shit. I opened up the fucking Coinbase to be stupid. BTC's $3,900, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like 3,900? I think the lowest it was like 3K, bro. Could be wrong. If it wasn't 3K, it was high 3Ks, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm gonna buy one. I was like, fuck it. But I pussied out. So you know what I did? I bought Apple stock. Apple stock was $100 of the share. I think pre-split. I think nowadays it would have been like equal to like 10 shares now. Where the fuck it's at? I'm not gonna do the math on the podcast, but $100 a share. I literally bought like 5 shares, so that was $500. Didn't look at that shit for the whole vacation. Left Mexico the 31st. Crossed somehow when all that shit was shut down, which is fucking weird. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I made 150 off crypto back in 2017. I'm gonna try to day trade or like do this shit, but I'm gonna make like $10 a day, bro. Like just to like test it. Stupid shit. Bro. 2019 bull market from fucking January, bro. I had never seen shit like this. Well, I've seen it now, you know, in today's trends, aka this year. But that shit fucking rallied like 9 days in a row, dude. 1%ers. But like at that time, you know, SPX was like 2,600. Dow was like 24K. NQ was like 6K. Like it's low ass shit compared to today's market. But I was just like, oh hell yeah, I can make money every day. Blah blah blah. I kept pumping money into my account, made money. Got it up to like 1,800. Cashed the fuck out. I'm gonna go buy some fucking shoes. I don't even remember what I bought, but I just went and bought shoes. I didn't take that shit serious. 2019 comes around. I'm subcontracting hard with my dad. Like I'm making some bread, you know. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this money? And one of the OGs R.I.P. He passed away already, but like he was like, just put your money in the stock market, don't look at it, blah blah. So my dumbass starts looking up how to make money in the stock market, YouTube. Then you come to the fake gurus trying to sell courses. I don't know if y'all know. Y'all heard this name, Ricky Gutierrez?
Nah.
Okay, well I think he's fucking bullshit ass scammer. Like he probably trades or he does some bullshit, but I'm like, this dude is like, I've done the math when he does the risk reward. I'm like, this dude's just trying to sell a bull market. What I mean by sell a bull market is like he's just trying to say I made profits during this uptrend, and like he knows that the market's going up for like this month, so like he's just gonna use that content to produce money, course sales, and then he's gonna pump it in his account, and then like he can hold longs.
Gotcha.
He can hold longs now because he's been funded from his course sales, and then like keep his accounts alive, blah blah blah, and then flex them again. So then I was like, all right, I'm gonna try his course. Fuck it. He did some sale, some bullshit ass sale for like 150. I was like, bought it. I was just like, this is some basic ass shit that anybody can learn.
Like some free shit.
Some free shit on like Reddit, bro.
That's
Reddit's
funny.
fucking goated.
I actually have a homie.
Facts.
Not during that time period, but like he was trying to get into trading last year, or like I think early this year, and he said that he showed me this shit that he bought for like $150, and it was literally like people could Google like basics of trading, and like you'll find like everything that was in that pamphlet.
Yeah. Well, if this
That's crazy.
podcast ever gets blown up and something happens, fuck it, But I don't give a fuck because I can trade my own shit. But this dude
for
basically
real.
just sells RSI, MACD, and
That's
like,
bullshit. Yeah,
like 20, 50 day EMA lines, stupid shit like
your
that.
basic indicators. Yeah.
Indicators is basically what he sells. So I was like, whatever, cool. So then I just started taking trading a little bit more serious, but I didn't know like we were in a hardcore bull market, bro. 2019.
Yeah.
Besides May, I think March for a little bit, and September. September's such a fucking meme in the markets, but like May and March, I think those are the only times there was dips, bro. And it was only because Boeing fucked up their aircraft and some stupid shit. But anyways, I made money, bro. Like I was up like 8% for the year, like I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing. I was getting lucky sometimes. And then I have a close friend here from Dallas. His name's Arturo, 2 years younger than me, bro, on MT4. This is where Forex comes in.
Yeah.
And then he's like, bro, he's like, fuck this shit. Like, you're trading on a bull market. Like if you're gonna do this shit, do it on Forex.
And just side note for everybody that doesn't know, MT4 and MT5 are the trading platforms that we use.
Yeah. So he's like, just do this shit on Forex, dude. He's like, you don't even gotta like, you can 10x your bread. You don't have to use 500 margins. I'm not gonna explain that's too complicated for people to understand on this podcast. But like, he's just like, just do 10 to 1 margins, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Hold your stocks on here, and then if you want to add over time, you could add. So I do that shit. Put in $200 to test it out. My dumbass buys US30.
Oh shit.
One lot. This is when Trump passed a bill to fund some shit. That shit moons like 150. I remember this. It moons 158 points in an hour, dude. The typical move nowadays. And I'm fucking crazy. I'm like, dude, I just fucking 70% of my money. Like, what the fuck? What do? I go to fucking currencies, Euro USD. At the time, it was like kind of a bearish market. I was like, oh, this shit looks like it's falling. And he told me that if I hit sell, I'll profit off the market falling. So I do a 0.50 now. So it's like a 50 center for 100 units. That's $50. Do that shit. It happens to fall like 30 pips, which is 300 points, micro points, and I made 150. So I'm like, holy shit, dude, I just fucking 100% plus my money, like in fucking like a USA trading session, because I knew the difference between sessions at the time already.
Yeah.
And I was just like, holy shit, I'm gonna do this shit every fucking day. Next day comes around, I start going through all the MT4 things at the time, because MT5 wasn't that. I think it was like still like, if you had it, you knew what the fuck you were doing, but like everybody's on MT4.
Yeah.
So I put my money on XRP, bro. XRP was like 30 cents. It went from 30 cents to 31 cents. I was stacking 0.50s, bro, like a dumbass on like a fucking $400 account. Ran it up to $700, and then I got fucking greedy, bro. Like greed comes in, and I was just like, I'm doing 0.50s. I'm gonna just fucking do 1.0s. Shit dropped 1 cent, blew my account like that.
Yeah.
What did I do? Sold some shoes, reloaded the account, got my money back.
And basically just like a 1.0, like basically what he's saying is his account was at 700. So him putting a 1.0 means that every like actual cent that it goes up is $100
No, it's 1,000.
or 1,000
because those have more
shit.
pippets at the end of the
Oh,
it's like it's like the
Yeah.
currencies, you know how it's like
Yeah.
no, this shit has more like points.
So even bigger, fucking 1,000. If it moved one thing, it was gonna be 1,000. So literally, that hoe moved a little bit. And it just
But the difference is you gotta talk to your broker like to see how much the point system is, because each broker has different point systems. You know, on the lot systems.
Yeah.
But anyways, I blew my shit like instantly, dude. So what I did, I just fucking sold some shoes, reloaded it, stick to just trading. Like I knew indices kind of were like bullish at the time, so I'll just put my money in there, get my money back within like a month. Got it. Then I tried trading currencies. So this is what I call like the beginner of like currency trading.
What time period was this?
2019. I blew that account. This is February, so I blew that account in March. So then I started focusing on GJ, JPY, GBP, JPY, Euro, USD, just like European currencies, because I was like, I kind of see that like Trump was talking a lot of shit about everybody, saying he was gonna put sanctions on everybody, control like their currency and shit.
Yeah.
And I was able to understand that the dollar was gonna gain value, even though like they were printing like motherfuckers on the forex markets. I was able to understand. I was like, it's consolidating, so if I can catch like X amount of points of X amount of days, I can make some money, you know?
Yeah.
So I did that, lost probably about like 5K within 6 months. Then September of the year came. I got the FAFSA money at UNT. I used half of that. I had like 2.6 left over for fucking where the fuck you want to spend it at.
Mm-hmm.
Put 2K in my account. I started full sending 1.0s. At the time, the market only moved like 30 to 40 pips a day. So like if you got drawdown, it was only like $100, you know, 1.0.
Yeah.
Started scalping like a motherfucker. Ran the account up to like 19K, dude. Withdrew.
Holy shit! Yeah, I remember during that time period we would work out at that gym in.
Yeah, and I would show you.
Yeah.
And I would show you. I'd be like, "What the fuck?" And then yeah, I kicked up that month. And it's funny because like me and James went partying at Fry Street and did stupid shit. Not stupid shit, but we'd like be sipping and shit, you know, chilling. And ran the account up, and I was just like, "Holy shit!" Like once I saw the fucking 2,500 BTC deposit in my Coinbase, and I sold it. And it was like 1% fee, so I lost like $25. Fuck it. It was like $2,400. Once it hit my bank account, I was just like, okay, this shit's fucking real.
Yeah, it's work.
So I told my brother-in-law. It gets crazier. I'm not gonna say the numbers, but like I told my brother-in-law about this, and dude got in the game. He fucking took off like a motherfucker with this shit. But we got into it. We took it really serious. I think in December 2019. I think after September, so from October to December, it was a bull market. Kind of like longed it, and then like during December we started trying to short it because like I mean common sense, people start getting scared around December, you know, because they don't know how the next year is gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Expecting the market to dump. Hell no, bro. 2020, bro, before COVID, was like rallying every fucking day until March. But here's the thing. There was news about COVID. I think I remember this COVID around 2019 in October.
2019, yeah.
No one took it fucking serious, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, I remember that shit. They were like, oh, like this new strain.
Yeah. So like I started shorting like a fucking idiot,
Dang.
not understanding structure of TA.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law was like, dude, they're not taking this shit serious. I'm not a bear at all, but like if this shit dies and this shutdown shit for real, like shit is gonna die. And he's like, it's gonna die. It's not gonna be no 2018 death. Like it's gonna be like everyone's fucked. Like 2008, because he lived through that shit. 2007, 2008, he lived through that shit. He saw that shit. Because I mean, he's a finance major, you know. Like he saw that shit. So he's just like, if everything dies, it's gonna die. I tried to catch that hoe with $300. I shorted it. They spiked it. Basically FOMC type of spike for the day.
Oh shit.
Blew my account. I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to take a break from trading. I had never seen the market. I had never seen in my life Dow drop 1,000 from 5 p.m. to like 7 p.m. Once they shut down, once COVID got announced.
Holy shit.
That shit just kept fucking dying and dying. So you know what I did on some stupid shit? I went to open credit card accounts, cash advanced them. I didn't give a fuck. And I told him, I was like, is this the correct thing to do? And he's just like, honestly, it's not. But if you pull it off, you're going to make bread. So I tried it for $400 because that's a student account. Like, I can pay that shit off. You know, sell some shoes. Fuck it. Because no one was buying shoes at the time. We were locked down. So I was like, fuck it. Make the credit card. They'll mail it to me. Just cash advance it as soon as it pops up on my app. Cash advanced it. Put it in this shit. This is when yen pairs, when the market would sell off, it would follow it. Instead of today, it's inversed, you know?
Yeah.
So, dude, I was just doing 0.5s, 5 centers to dumb it down for everybody. 5 centers per trade. So every 100 mini points, 10 pips, it would be $5.
Yeah.
Flipped $500 fucking dollars to 2 racks overnight. Tokyo, London, and I guess half a USA session, because that's when I call it. I was burned out. This is before I started pulling all-nighters, you know? Did that shit, got that account. Dude, I literally got that $500 account to like $3,900. These are big moves, bro. Like at the time,
Wow.
like at the time, if you make $200 or $100, that was godly. So like flipping like 5 bills to like $3,900 by the end of the week, I was like, hell yeah, like this shit is a shit. Sadly, it only lasted 5 weeks, you know, before they started giving out stimulus and all this shit.
Yeah.
And I remember when they announced, like, you know how they announced that they're gonna shut down, but they announced like the world announcement. There was 2 announcements. It was like, we're gonna shut down, and then it was like, this is like serious as fuck. They hyped it up way too much, and like everybody was shut down. I think it was like the last 2 weeks of that downtrend. I didn't trade that, but I had never seen fucking Dow open on a Sunday, gap 3,000 points down, bro. So if you longed one on Friday, thinking I was gonna gap up, you were down 3K on the spot, including swap.
Holy
shit like that,
shit.
bro. Like,
That's crazy.
Nick,
Yeah.
like I just thought myself, motherfuckers on Reddit were posting screenshots, bro. I wish I would have never broken my phone at the time. Fuck my life. My life is over. I owe my broker over 100K.
Whoa.
Like shit like this, you know.
Oh my god.
My
Yeah.
brother-in-law was like, bro, it's real, bro. It's happening. 08, 09, 07 again. You know, like the recession is here. Bro, it was a scary ass time. But I didn't own shit to my name. I just had a whole bunch of shoes. I didn't really worry. So he's just like, dude, as soon as the government steps in, if you could sell anything on eBay and just ship it, sell it. Because once that stimulus hits, bro, everybody and their moms is going to go into the markets. Everybody and their moms is going to start buying shit. Everyone and their moms is going to start inflating everything. Inflation's going to hit like a motherfucker. They're going to say it's bad, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Fuck that shit. Come up off of it. Like, try to profit off of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what my dumbass did? Liquidated 2K of shoes.
Try to short it.
Try to short it. So
God
it went up
damn.
like 5%.
It's basically like in 2020, when after the market died, that shit spiked up violently. Like it was like death down, and then just like fucking like bought up within weeks.
That was the Fed, dude. There's no way.
Yeah, the Fed, like literally the Fed stepping in and printing all that money was the reason why that happened. But like, yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy times. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it got to the point where like my dad owns an LLC and I'm like hired under it. So like I got the unemployment checks, bro. Like I got the fucking 1,600 every 2 weeks, bro. You know, it's just throwing that shit in my trading account. There would be weeks that I'd be flipping it to like 200%. So it'd be like 4,500. There'd be weeks where I would try to short the market and they would just fuck me. You know, I'll admit it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I just tried that the whole year. Around September 2020, I took a break. I was like, chill. I'm gonna just get my money up because like they started opening up a little bit. Kind of took a break. 2021, dude, that was like so fucking bearish in the motherfucker. I cashed out on everything, bro. I was trying to sell that shit. Got to the point where I had my big break when was it Evergrande in China
Something like that.
or Evergrande when the real estate collapsed. Bro, I was trying to short the market for 9 months. So like I was blowing $1,000 accounts left and right every month. You know, like I was
The
like,
market was going up, and he was like trying to bet on the price to go down, type shit.
so I lost like probably about like 16K at the time. But that little 3-month period, now it was like a 2.5-month period from September to like Thanksgiving when Evergrande had the collapse, made like probably like 9K back. So it was just like, it was like kind of break even point, but I was just like, fuck it. Like, I didn't make money this year. I fucking wasted like a whole year of my life trying to do this shit.
Yeah.
But then I would always think back of 2019 and I'm like, dude, I flipped fucking 2K to 19K. Like, I know that was lucky as shit, but the payout was fucking real, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't get to touch all that money, but like
Yeah.
the payout was real and I always remembered that. So 22 came along. We kind of started talking about it. We had different perspectives.
Yeah, 2022 was the first year because I started trading. You know, I put on shitty trades when I was in 2018, Robinhood trades, whatever. You know, little 3 shares, whatever. But like I started genuinely consistently trading in 2021, right around the stimulus time when that was happening. Started trading shares and then found print and all that shit. But yeah, 2022 was my first consistent year. And me and you would talk like every single day, or like we started talking like almost every day about the market and like where are we at. You know, we would trade together sometimes.
Yeah, and then
But yeah,
you would be a bull and I'd be a bear, and the market started shorting. And like there'd be times where I wouldn't even short that shit. I missed some big fat moves, and you'd be catching them, and
yeah.
I'd be like, fuck, I used to be a fucking bear in 21, and like now
Now it's happening.
I don't even want to go long, but now it's happening. But like you kind of convinced me to start shorting, and I remember around May, I started going crazy. Like y'all started making like, I remember this. I remember you remember the screenshots. I would deposit like $350, $400, and make like 1,200 profit, and you'd be like, what the fuck? Like how? Like like this is fucking weird. You didn't touch MT5 at the time.
Yeah.
And then it was around May of 2022. I would show you my profits, but you'd be like, it doesn't matter. And I'd be like, what do you mean? It'd be like, it doesn't matter. You blow your account sometimes trying to pull these moves off. So like you're not as consistent. Like sometimes you make profit, but like at the end of the day, no matter how much profit you make, you lose it all.
And mind you, at the time, my main source of trading was shares. So like I got into the game knowing like I gotta respect this shit, and so I was trading shares and I was trading options, which is like a little bit more riskier. But like yeah, like it was like I had that knowledge of like, hey, I need to fucking respect the fuck out of this hoe, otherwise I'm gonna like lose my yeah.
So I was just like, it kind of stuck with me at the time, but I was just like, you know what, like fuck this, I'm being profitable. It was like an ego thing, you know. Like I was like, Luis knows how to make his bread. He makes his bread his way. I make my bread this way. I'm gonna keep trying. Kept blowing accounts. September came along. You're like, dude, fuck it. Instead of a point system, trade a percentage system. Started doing it. Didn't like it. Made profit. I was like, I'm always usually right, but I can't do this 3% shit. So you're like, fuck it, dude. Risk 5%, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck it, 10%. Just don't fucking risk 50%. We'll just have your account.
Facts, yeah.
It would work on and off. But then this year came, and this year was like a super bullish market from January to Feb. Then we had that fucking bank crisis. Then AI kicked in. And you're like, dude, you're fucking good as hell at shorting, but you need to learn how to fucking be a bull. And I'm like, dude, it's kind of crazy because when I first started trading, I would make my money as a bull, as a buyer, you know?
Yeah.
But now I fucking suck at longing. But like you telling me to do that, I started doing my homework, started putting in the hours, started putting in the work, and I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna man the fuck up. It's just like I risk my money as a shorter, I'm gonna risk my money as a longer. Then FOMC would come. I would long like a motherfucker.
And FOMC is like crazy meetings that the Federal Reserve has where they like announce their rate hikes. So those are days where it's like fucking volatile to trade the market. Those are days where as a professional trader, you want to either size down like dramatically or not trade at all and like avoid those days.
Gotcha.
But most people, like whenever they start in the market, they're like, oh my God, like that day's going to be super volatile. You know, I'm going to make so much fucking money that day. And so like everybody's made that mistake. I've made that mistake in my past too. Like,
Yeah.
But like you go in that motherfucker and it's like, you know, it won't go your way most of the time. You'll get fucked.
Yeah, and like you started noticing, you're like, dude, honestly, you kind of call it right all the time, but it's the opening move that fucks you.
Yeah.
And I remember being at UNT parking lot with the 8K account. Probably had like 15 lots on US 30, so $15 a point.
Oh shit.
Shit fucking spiked. It did not blow my account, but like I was probably down like 50% within like 5 minutes, and I was like, I stopped replying to you because I was fucking freaking out. I'm like, fuck, do I have to hedge? I fucking hate hedging, by the way. But I was like, do I have to hedge right now? Or do I thug this out and my account entered 70% drawdown with a chance of blowing? Or do I fucking thug it out, you know? I was like, fuck it, I'm going to thug it out. I've blown accounts so many times and recovered so many times. So, like, my ego kicked in. Account blew. Then you call me. You're like, oh, bro, you have to be up like fucking like 10K right now, blah blah blah, and I'm like,
because shit has gone like shit went his way, you know. And like that's the thing with those days is shit will like spike up in the way that it's not gonna go, just to fuck people, and then it goes the way that it's gonna go, you know. And that day he had called it. Like that's the thing with the market is like no one knows like what the fuck the next move is gonna be.
Yeah.
All our job is to react what the fuck is happening, you know, and you know, damn, that's crazy.
But like. It got to the point where like we started picking up that it's just like the market's always gonna do a move that it's gonna fuck. All right, this is a little secret right here, little gem for anybody that's trying to get into this. So let's say we're in a downtrend right now, right? FOMC spikes up most of the time, 90% of the time. That shit is not gonna hold and it's gonna die no matter what, even if it goes 10 billion% up.
Yeah.
Just because it's on a downtrend, you know, unless it breaks point of structure. But it got to the point where we started realizing that, and then you're like, dude, you know what? Fuck this shit. Just risk 5% on FOMC. Trust me. Even if you would have done 5% on this move, you would have called it right. Your account wouldn't have done it. You would have not even panicked. You would have made like
Still some bread.
crazy bread, like
Yeah.
like more than a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
Facts.
You would have made like $800.
Because that's where we're at right.
Yeah, that's
now,
what we're at right now. So like that's what I started doing, and dude, best believe, fucking July, my account took off like crazy, dude. Because I started doing like 10% plays, but like I got like 10% plays in a row.
Yeah.
Account got crazy fat, and now we're at the point where I'm like I'll say numbers for motivational, but like don't think you're gonna make this the first day, first year, first month. Like we get on calls and I'm like, dude, I'm up like a rack in like 10 minutes or
Yeah.
like like shit like that.
But also like to not take away from trading and shit, that 10 rack or like that rack that he can make that quickly took fucking years of
4.5 years
dedication,
blowing accounts.
blowing accounts, looking every single fucking day, like
Yeah.
watching the market, getting that day-to-day experience, and that's like the most important thing about the market. And not really the analytical part. It's like sports. I love numbers. I'm sure if we love numbers, like anybody can learn technical analysis very quickly with experience. But once you unlock that shit in your brain and like you approach the market with just like a different attitude, everything fucking changes.
Gotcha.
And like literally I hopped on the call, like it was crazy. Like we hopped on the call and I was like, hey, like I'm actually, cause I've been consistent and I'm slow and steady, but like I had made a spreadsheet just to like visualize for myself of what I could do if I did like 1% every day, 3% every day, 5% every day.
Yeah.
And then I asked him, I was like, hey, how much is your account at? And I put his account value in there, and I think it was like 4 or 5K or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, if you literally do 5% a day, which he can do very easily, I was like, you will fucking like be at 100, 6-figure account within 3 to 4 months, and so.
Because it keeps compounding,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the crazy thing is now it's like, I'll say it straight up, like this month I'm up like 23K. This past month I'm up like, the month before that I think I made like 11K. But like, what pushed me a lot is when you were like, dude, I do 10 on SPX instead of like 3 on US30.
Yeah.
So you're like, just try to do this, try to do this, throw this out. My biggest day, just so you guys know, it's not high risk, like compared to the profits that I made, it's only 3,500. I've never had a day bigger than that. I average about like 1,000 to like 1,700 a day, But like, dude was just like, dude, just start throwing.
And that's not also with like a $5,000 account or nothing. That's like
it's
he's
like,
built up over to like a $20,000 account.
Yeah.
Because like if you have like, let's say you have $10,000 and you're making 5% a day, that's $250 easy, or $500. No,
on what?
On a 10K, 5%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for a 20K account, if you're making 5% a day, that's a wreck. That's easy move. That's something that you can from like a good trade, you could make that shit. But
like I told Luis too, like I still go back to my roots. Like to me when I started trading, $200 was godly. So I made a goal. I was like, if I can make double of that, a little bit on top of that, like $500, which is like 2.5% now to a 20K account. Like I'm like, no fucking stress. I don't gotta go to work. I don't gotta get a 9 to 5. I mean, I have my own business, it's my own contracting, but like I don't have to like stress. Like I'm set. I can pay the bills.
Yeah.
I can buy any fucking shoe that I want as long as it's not ridiculous price.
Yeah.
Facts.
And we've just been taking off ever since like that.
Facts.
And like, I'm gonna talk about losses too. I fucking hated taking losses because I take smaller positions now, compared. But like I told Luis, literally I took a loss like 3 days ago. I blew like $850 out of the account on oil shorts. But I tried to short oil for like a whole month. It's going like crazy right now. But like I don't feel that shit. It's like 1.9% of my account. Like fuck, like I'll make that shit tomorrow.
And that's because that's all at the end of the day, after we get down with our rules and all that stuff, the biggest thing with trading is our risk management. Yeah. And I know I was like probably the most annoying motherfucker for 2 entire years, calling you talking about, hey bro, sizing. Literally, that's how I would tell him. But
I had to fucking listen.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out until I listened,
And now it's like we're golden. Because once the thing with trading is like once you're fully locked in, as long as you continue following whatever your sauce is, you're gonna get to that 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure account within a 3 to 5 year period.
Yeah, the only
Most people don't because they don't learn and they don't want to like let go of their egos and all these things, and taking losses. It's not an easy thing. Like in life and anything, like maybe in life it's a little bit easier, but when it's like the market, which is your mind doesn't want to be wrong and you don't want to lose money.
Yeah.
Two big things involved. It's gonna fuck your fucking mentality up, and you're gonna be
Yeah.
like, damn, like I don't want to take this loss because first I need to like come to terms that I was wrong, and second I'm gonna lose some bread real quick, you know. So it's and that's I started reading this book that mentioned that. It's pretty crazy, but damn.
But yeah.
But yeah, basically the next it's cool. We're getting to this next topic, but the market requires a strong mind, and not just a strong mind in the sense of like you can go through anything, but a strong mind in the sense that you're able to change based on the market environments. Like if the market is changing, you have to change with it. You can't be attached to your biases, to like any ego. Like even me now, like I've been writing a plan every single week consistently this entire year, like and like just from that alone, from that consistency, I've been able to just see like extreme growth, not just in the money sense, but in my confidence, in my mental state. And that's the biggest thing with trading. Like literally like these last 6 days, like he's had like a fucking massive month. He's had a crazy month. For me, I trade a little lighter and stuff, but like I still made like 2 racks in the last 6 days, bro. And it's like off of following my rules, off of like acknowledging my risk management, and just playing that numbers game of like, okay, if I'm going into this trade, I have to acknowledge that I'm going to take a loss. So that's the first thing that I calculate is like how much am I going to lose and how much am I going to risk. But yeah, we've gone to a good ass place, and I think it's really cool seeing that because again, it's not a progressiveness, it's not a progression of your money, it's a progression of your mental state and how well you can control yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the most and I had been telling him, I was like, bro, like it's just it's impressive, and like it's because most people never change that shit about themselves. Most people never change their ego. Most people never change the fact that they don't like to be wrong. Most people never change these things about themselves. But the market forces you to acknowledge your chinks and make those fixes. So, hell yeah. No, it's to put it, I guess the last little nail on the trading thing. Been reading this book, and it talks about trading is the hardest endeavor that a person could go through at this point in time. The hardest probably career that you could go through, because not only do you have to technical analysis and learning price action, learning the markets, learning charts, it's the easy thing, but being able to master your mind, that's something completely different.
Yeah.
But we out here, shit, fucking young ass traders.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can say that helped me out a lot too, reflecting back these past couple of months, is you gotta kind of treat your training account like your body when you go to the gym. Not no hardcore bodybuilding shit or powerlifting shit, but like, let's say your set is of 10, and you only get 7 reps. Like treat it as like, oh, I had 10 trades and 3 failed.
Exactly.
As long as my win ratio is positive and my risk factors in, I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna be chilling.
Facts. Hell yeah. Damn.
But like, if I could say anything else is, I think once you get to the point where you want to be money wise, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. You're not gonna know what the fuck to spend it on. Like today, I bought some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, my girl was like, "Oh, I want AirPod Pro Maxes." I was like, "Fuck it." We go to Apple. I'm like, "I'm only gonna buy her one." That's like 1% to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, "Fuck it, get them." And I was like, "Fuck it, that's 2%. I'll get that shit back tomorrow and have some." Like, it is true. Like what they say. Like once you make it, you're just like, "What the fuck do I like?" Dude, if you get to like, I don't know, like 1 million, and you're making like, let's say you have a 5% day, bro, that's like
That's
50,
crazy.
50K. What
Yeah.
can you go buy right now with 50K that like as a normal person, not no rich person that has no crazy bills, like, you know, what can you do?
And that's why, like, I saw this one video of a professional trader. He was like this is like some like really, like, you could tell he's like a legitimate ass dude. And he was like, the reason why 95% fail is because they wouldn't know what the fuck to do with themselves if they had all this money. And that's one of the biggest reasons why people fail, is because they know they could win, but they don't know what they would do with themselves. Like, at least for myself, I have a plan. I'm like, all this money that I'm using, it like gets diverted into my businesses. It's like to develop new businesses in the future, expand, all that shit. So it's like you have to go in it with a plan, because yeah, if you don't know what that money's gonna like help you with, what it's gonna do, like, you're just gonna treat it like a gamble,
Yeah.
almost like a casino. Yeah, it's just crazy, bro.
But I will say, I am folding some of my money too into my businesses, and it is pretty nice. Like we've talked about it before, it's kind of cool when like other businesses and people owe us money, and obviously we don't get the checks on time.
The market's there to pay us.
Just pull it out the trading account,
For real.
pay the guys.
To be honest, that's honestly like the reason why I stayed so consistent, why I was so anal with like at least my rules and how I treated trading since like 2021. 2021 trading was feeding me. Like, I was making, my goal during that time was like 50 to 80 bucks a day. And it grew progressively slowly. But like at the time, like I had just started my business, or like actually going full time into my business, so I wasn't working anymore and all that shit. So it just made me actually treat that shit with like the utmost respect. Because it's like, damn, I'm literally playing with my life savings right now while I'm not making any fucking money and waiting for these projects to come in.
Right.
And, it'd feed me, it would help me pay for like, my truck note, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But I'm very grateful. We've been able to make a way through it. And I think a lot of people are capable of like approaching the market, but something that even Oscar and I have discussed just in phone calls is that you can't really teach someone the market 100%. Like, I could sit here and tell you everything I know about the market. Oscar could do the same. You could read, the best books, have the greatest teachers, but you have to go through the experience yourself.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the only thing that you're battling is not the market. Like, the book that I've been reading says that it's not the market. The market is neutral to all of us. The market is just providing us information as to what's happening. Are people selling? Are people buying? That's what the information is that's being given to us, Our only goal is to react to that. And, that's a hard human characteristic to develop. Not having greed, when you're up and knowing like, oh shit, this is going to go higher.
Mm-hmm.
And then that motherfucker turns red. Like, that happens in the market. Like, when you're up crazy and then you let that shit just keep going.
Yeah.
And that trade will end up being a loser, But no, yeah. It's awesome.
It's good for both of y'all.
Yeah, one thing. Oh, go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
One thing I could tell anybody, if you've been struggling for the past year and a half, I'll say since 2020. I'm not gonna make excuses for the market, but we are in a different era. Like, this era is like people still don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. Because the government's still being sus to this day, bro. Like,
Facts.
like these could be neutral years, and they're saying everything's done, and they could fuck us in the next 3-4 years. You never know,
Mm-hmm.
But one thing if I could give anybody advice, I would say, what the fuck do I have to do in the market to not lose money? So, like, I'm not saying, like, bag hold your trades. I'm saying, like, what can I do to not lose money at all? As in, like, do I have to downsize? Do I have to stop over trading? Or take stats of what session you trade. If you're just a USA trader and you just trade during USA times, like, just be like, what stock do I trade that profits me the most? Which stock is the one that I usually take the long on or the buy, and it fucks me over, That's what I would do. And one thing that me and Luis have done, I do follow some traders that I know on Instagram, but you have to you have to unfollow all the gurus. You have to silence everything. The noise is what fucks you up. If you see a guru post, oh, I just made 50K trading, that's what's gonna make you want to make 50K.
Yep.
That's what's gonna motivate you to take the big sizing. You know, that's what fucks you up.
Facts.
Even if you know what's up and you've been doing it for 5 years, like unconsciously inside of you, like there's something in there that's gonna trigger, that's gonna make you want to take a stupid trade sometimes.
Yeah.
And if you really don't believe me, go on Reddit, bro.
Even today alone, like people blew their accounts today, bro, which is crazy.
Yeah.
People blow their accounts every day. It's fucking wild.
I only traded today for an hour not like an hour and a half from like 1 to 2:30, but I woke up late today. I woke up like at 11:30, you know? Today was recharge day. And you were like, yeah, damn, boy. you were like, oil just went from 88 to 92.
That's literally our text. I'll like text them, yeah. You know, like every day I'll just be like, yeah. And then we'll hop on the phone call and like, oh shit, you watching this shit, bro?
And then I hopped on Reddit, and there was actually a screenshot about oil, and they're like, what the fuck happened? It looked like it was going to go on a downtrend, and macro-wise, it's a fucking big-ass bull run right now, you know? And it's funny because the same shit happened in 2021 when Putin declared war, but that's a different topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shit, we'll do one of them hoes soon, but I think we're running low on time, but hell yeah. I was telling you, it's really cool for like coming up, any skill. I feel like any skill, any trade, anything, coming up with people that are very like-minded, that like he knew that everything that I was telling him was for his own benefit. Like it's not for my benefit.
Yeah.
And I would tell him many times, like, I'm not the one losing money. Like, I'm telling you this so that, like, you can get your shit together. Because I always believed in him. I always thought he was, like, a fucking amazing trader.
Yeah.
Because he would execute very, very well. But then, shit happens. You blow your account, whatever. But it's, like, it's always good seeing the shift in people that, like, have potential. Because it's, like, not wasted potential.
Right.
And that's, at least for me, is like one of the worst things to see is like people that waste their potential. But when I see that shit get unlocked, that's just like an amazing thing, bro. Because I can talk to him now about the market, how I view the market, how I approach the market, and we view it the same way. If we were having a conversation a year ago, like we would be butting heads or something.
Yeah.
But like he literally like not just listened to me because I'm just regurgitating shit that I learned, but it's like the way of the market, and knowing that, and like he said, managing your risk, approaching the market with respect. That's the biggest thing, is like respect that shit. Don't treat it like a casino, because the second that you treat it, you can get lucky, but it'll blow your shit. Like
you're not gonna. It's like blackjack, that you got like 40% chance of winning. It's not gonna happen every time.
Yeah.
But I got a funny story for you guys for the podcast, including it has to do with Luis. Some funny ass shit. This is like one of the first times that this one I was used to blowing accounts and like flipping them again and shit. I remember I was at Auntion's Pretzels, and you kept calling me, and you're like, bro, you just lost like fucking 2 racks. Like, you fucking crazy. Like, what are you gonna do? And I was just like, dude, like, don't worry about it. Like, it'll come back. And like, it's funny now because like that's my 10%, Like, like all it takes is one precise trade, and we can hit that home.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, reflecting back on it. But shit's funny, dude. Like, I think like no cockiness between us or anything. I think once you start having success and you start seeing, this is my advice, you start seeing people like complain on social media about their positions, you kind of start getting the hint of like, oh, look at all this liquidity, like they're shorting, okay, I'm just gonna long it even more. Easy money, printer on, Because
at the end of the day, the people that are losing money, we're just taking money from them. Like the winners are taking money from all the losers, and that's why like the 5% that do survive in the market end up thriving so much. Like anybody that I know that has actually like succeeded and thrived and unlocked that key in the market, they're fucking millionaires now, like or on their way to becoming millionaires. So like, it's just it's really the most, aside from like fucking a lion killing a fucking zebra or a gazelle, is probably like the most cutthroat like place to be. Not that I'm against him or I'm facing another trader. Yeah. That's not what it is, but like the winners are taking all the money from the losers, and the losers are literally just pumping in money in the market so that other people can take it.
All right, coolest shit I can tell y'all too about trading. Luis Solis likes trading UJ, which is USDJPY. He be riding that hoe all day long on longs, and it's cool because he's like, damn, bro. Sometimes he's like, this is toppy. I can't long it anymore. I'm just gonna take profit. I'm like, cool. He takes profit. Sometimes I enter the shorts. It fucking tanks. And we make money on both sides.
We literally make money off of the same shit off of both sides because he has his way of trading. That's the beautiful thing about trading. You do not have to trade like the next person to have success. You can find your own sauce. Literally, if you want your own sauce, you can find it and you will make it and you will take shit from different people. You know, but that's the thing. Like, I made money on that hoe going up, and then once it started coming down, because like price moves in twos, it goes up. And then it comes down. Yeah. Up and down, up and down. So, you know, he'll catch the move down, I'll catch the move up. And we just fucking bank off the same shit.
Yeah. And then today, on a personal combo that we had, it was like funny. He was just like, damn, bro, like I've noticed lately you've been like really profiting off like, what do you call it?
Counter trend.
He's like, you're really good at trend, but you're fucking crazy for counter trend. Like you don't miss. And I'm like, I don't miss because when I counter trend indexes, because right now they're tanking, my rule is if they're down 1 or 2%, there's always going to be one banker or one trader on Wall Street that's going to put in millions to long it for like 0.10, a quarter of a percent. And that's my sauce. You know, like I won't risk a lot, but if I can make $50 on it, I'll take it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because if I lose $50, that's not even a percent to me.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just need like 2 of those and it's just like, oh, okay, that's it for food. Or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But right now it's cool because gotten to the point where like I can cash out people on TSA or like DFW, Flight Club, drop like 5 bills a day on like multiple pairs of shoes since the market tanked, and it's like half of my cash out for the day. Store those for trade bay or whatever, and then use the other to live off, and then just chill. I've gotten so much shoes, bro. It's ridiculous. Like my mom. So I have my Bank of America account. I have a joint with my mom. I have it a joint since I was like 16 because like I thought about like if I die one day, because that shit's real. It happens when you're young, you know. Like they could have my money.
Yeah.
And I know she looks at it. I have 4 different bank accounts and I have money on all of them. But like sometimes my trading profits be going to my BOFA account. Sometimes she'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, what is this Coinbase deposit?" Like she's like, "You fucking transferred like 2K today. Like, what are you doing?" And I was like, don't worry about it. I was like, everything will be okay. Like, you know, like, be walking in with like 5 pairs of shoes a day. She'd be like, where are you getting this money from? And she was like, is roofing really taking off? And I'm like, it's taking off now, but like, don't think all the money was from like roof sales, you know?
Right.
Like, it's like the thing that you guys told me that y'all were scared the most of, like, it's actually paying for everything now. And like soon, like my goal on some stupid shit, if I ever made like 10 million or some shit, my goal is to like buy like 10 properties around the house that I live in right now, just to be like, oh, okay, I grew up in this neighborhood, now I own a piece of this neighborhood, you know, stupid shit like that. But like first I gotta like, I'm gonna try to, my goal right now is like to buy some land and like build my own house, you know.
Yeah.
But if I had like fuck you money, I would literally buy my whole neighborhood on some funny shit, just to say that it's my neighborhood. Like,
low key, that's the level I'm trying to get to too. Yeah.
You know, like, I don't care about the houses. I'll rent them. I'll do whatever, real estate, you know. But, like, it's just to be like, oh, okay, I grew up here. I can bring my kids one day and be like, I lived in that house. And then these houses are all mine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, some cool shit, you know.
Yep.
Because me, personally, I know I buy shoes to resell and collecting. But, like, I think that's, like, when I buy shoes, that's, like, the 13, 14-year-old me inside of my conscience wanting to own those items. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm rocking my favorite shoe of the year, but like I don't care. Like, I can go on TSA and buy another one if I beat this up, you know.
Right.
Back then, when I was a reseller, I'm like, damn, I gotta watch my wares and shit. Like, you know, like.
It's only my one pair.
Yeah. Like now, it's just like I can buy another pair again. Fuck it.
Hell yeah. Good shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Thank you for joining us today.
Interesting shoe story.
Yeah. No, I got plenty more for Lucky's tonight, but I'm gonna give y'all another ad. You know. Don't be a hoe. Copy some Girl Strong, some GSV.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for listening. This has been episode 12. Oscar, Nick. We'll see you on the next one.
Yes, sir.
Good to go?
Yes, sir.